It's a massive game for everybody, but in particular for the club, because we are here representing a football club and our fans. And what we want to do is do it the best way, winning trophies. This is the only aim and the purpose that's why we are here.
Well, at 6, we build up to tonight's crucial Europa League games. This is Drive on talkSPORT.
All right, Goff, another Peterborough scarf here today. If you're looking on YouTube and Facebook, see, 4th different one,
Chelsea,
4 days.
Innit?
There you go, because it's blue and white. It says on it, what does it say?
Posh.
The Posh,
Just
thank you very much.
It just means it's a posh scarf.
Yes, it means it's Peterborough United. Anyway, just to celebrate promotion, which happened last week, what a big night of football it was last night. Who do you want to win, City or Chelsea? 08717 22 33 But before we get to that, Goffy, I'm going to use you as an experiment. Is that
dear.
right? Are you up for this?
Depends what sort of experiment.
Yeah, you're like a man of the people, average bloke, yeah?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, here we go. I've had so many people tweeting me, asking me, what if this happens? And will 5th and 6th get into the Champions League?
Oh, dear.
Can Villa still make it into the Champions League if they host the final? All
Ask
this sort
Ollie.
of stuff, right? So here we go. Just tell me if you understand this as I go through it, because this is how I believe it will work, okay? I want to get this out of the way so people don't bother tweeting me about
go
it for the rest of the
slowly.
day. So here we go. So if Arsenal win the Europa League, kind of falls down there really, doesn't it? Anyway, if Arsenal win the Europa League...
They're in the Champions League.
Hang on a second. You can't interject.
Well, I'm just saying, man of the people and that.
You've
I'm just
got
telling
to
you how easy
soak it up, okay? Just soak it up and then say, I understand it or I don't understand it.
I understand that bit, yeah.
Okay, if Arsenal win the Europa League and Chelsea win the Champions League, but Chelsea finish outside the top 4 in the Premier League, then whoever does finish 4th is going to be in the Europa League next season. So we can only have a maximum of 5 in the Champions League next season. You can't have 6. It's got to be a maximum of 5 in the Champions League next season. So if what I've just said happens, then it will be the top 3. It'll be the Europa winners if it's Arsenal, Champions League winners if it's Chelsea, and if Chelsea don't finish in the top 4, then 4th misses out. So if West Ham finish 4th, Arsenal win the Europa and Chelsea win the Champions League, West Ham are going into the Europa. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did it make sense? Did everybody understand that?
What about if Manchester United win the Europa?
Makes no difference.
Makes no difference.
No difference whatsoever. That will be your top 4. Those are the only circumstances.
Yeah.
Arsenal winning the Europa, Chelsea winning the Champions League, and Chelsea finishing outside the top 4. That's the only situation where 4th won't be in the Champions League.
So West Ham, could finish 4th. Job done.
Oh, it could be. That could be devastating, couldn't it? Really.
They go in the Europa though.
Yeah, I mean, which is great, but...
For finishing 4th. They'd be gutted, wouldn't they?
What do you think?
Be absolutely gutted.
They'd be more than gutted.
So obviously we know West Ham fans are going to be cheering for Manchester City. Is that the point?
That's exactly the point, yeah. I mean, listen, it may all be academic, but if on that off chance... You know, it depends. When the final comes, we'll know how the table's finished by then.
I would say, that question we did ask, and who do you want to win? Simply, who do you want to win? I think, I get the feeling that most people out there would want Manchester City to win the Champions League final. I just get that feeling.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. There's a lot of people seem to have that dislike of Chelsea. I don't know why, because it's 2 clubs that have come into a lot of money over the years. And one club now, it's 2 clubs that have had so much success. Let's be honest about it. And Manchester City, the last few years have tended to dominate, other than Liverpool for that short period. But Chelsea are coming back into it with Tuchel in charge. So I would say most people, I'd be surprised if more people want Chelsea to win.
Okay, I'm intrigued by this because I understand why. I think both clubs are equally disliked for that reason. For the somebody just coming in, pumping a load of money in, and all of a sudden they're elevated into regular Premier League champions and potential Champions League winners as well. In Chelsea's case, they have obviously won the Champions League. It wouldn't have happened without the injection of money from Roman Abramovich first, and then Sheikh Mansour in 2008. Totally get that why people dislike that, but if you can come away from that, and I've got a funny feeling that what's happening with City and Chelsea right now, and what's been happening over the last couple of years with both of them, I think more and more people are warming to them. And I know the European Super League thing will have devastated a lot of people and crushed any kind of respect they've got for these giant clubs. But just again, see past that. So I saw a tweet from one of my colleagues, actually, one of our reporters on a Saturday, who said Chelsea, Man City, it's a shrug of the shoulders. And I said, really? You got Foden against Mount? I mean, if you're not excited by that, I feel for you. both these clubs are providing England with players that they can pick from. They're both playing high-level football and not just providing players for England. I mean, top-level players. When I say Mount versus Foden, my mouth waters.
Two of the best young players in the country this year, without a doubt. And I think that's the first thing for me that does stand out in it. It's not about the managers. I think with Foden and the way he's gone about it in the Champions League and took his chance this season and been outstanding. And then for Mason Mount, ups and downs this season, a lot of criticism, saying he was the favourite, but I think he's gone on under another manager, as well as he did with Frank as well, played some unbelievable football, and now he's adding serious goals to his talent as well, because that's the one thing he wanted to add, wasn't it? And he started doing that this season, and he's been outstanding. And his delight of getting that goal and getting to a Champions League final with Chelsea was evident for all to see on TV when they were jumping up and down cheering with still 8 minutes to go, which was quite funny. You know what I mean? What if? But they were jumping up and down celebrating. The excitement was there.
Well, I love Mason Mount. He's my vote for Player of the Year. But what I will say is that I don't think he played particularly well last night, which is rare by his standards, and he's still come up with a crucial goal for them in the game. So I really, really admire Mason Mount. Who do I want to win the game? That's the question. Who do you want to win the game? I'm going to say Manchester City, and the reason I'm saying Manchester City is no other reason apart from Sergio Aguero. I mean, it's possibly his last chance to win a Champions League.
And they've not won it.
Even if well, I'm not too bothered about that. They're going to win it at some point, surely. But if he's got a chance, maybe a last chance to win a Champions League, even if he gets just 5 minutes at the end, it's still going to be a very emotional moment for him, the City fans, everybody at Man City who clearly love him. So for that reason, I can't really split them. I'm not too bothered. I'm a neutral. I don't support either club, so I'm not really that bothered. I want to see a great game of football. But if I had to pick one team I want to win, and the reason be Man City because of Sergio Aguero. That's the only thing that kind of sways me with it. What about you?
It's very hard for me to pick this, having two children grown up, well, adults, who absolutely are Chelsea nuts.
Doesn't that work either way? It could work two ways, couldn't it? You want them to be happy, or you want to annoy them and wind them up.
Well, it is. I do laugh watching them watch Chelsea play last night. I've never heard as many swear words watching TV. I just have to put fingers in my ears. It was ridiculous. The amount of missed chances, thinking they were going to throw it away. And coming into the office today and speaking to other Chelsea fans, that's exactly what they were doing as well.
They were all panicking, Chelsea,
wasted chances. Well, listen, Real Madrid were disappointed, Ed, weren't they? Let's be honest about it. But with the talent they've got and being in big games, which they are every single year, you're always going to have a worry, aren't you? But they're going to do something. Benzema's going to do something special. Or Hazard, even though he had a shocker yesterday, he might do something. He might do something special. When you got midfield like they had with Modric and Kroos, fantastic players, you're just always going to have that worry, aren't you? Surely.
Yeah, I think you're still living in Real Madrid's past, where Bale's brilliant and Ramos
they
is
were
brilliant.
terrible.
They were awful.
Or was it just that Chelsea were outstanding? And I mean outstanding, all over the pitch yesterday. Defensively, they were great.
Yeah.
Mendy, a couple of saves. Going forward, they were great. The only disappointment was the missed chances. They created them, but the missed chances again could have come back to cost them, but it didn't. As
a Spurs sympathiser, surely you want City to win?
Difficult on this.
How is that difficult? I mean, all right, you're a Barnsley fan, but you've always said Spurs are your other club.
I know. Honestly, and I'm not sitting on the fence here.
You clearly are. I'm not, you're clearly sitting on the fence.
I have no interest in these two football clubs.
It's a good job it's a well-built fence.
I have no interest in either of them. I'll be watching it.
You've got an interest in the game.
Okay, I'll go against the boys.
Whoa, you want City to win?
I'll go against it, purely for that, because I've got nothing. There's nothing to give on either of them. So for me, I've got to go against my sons.
Should be terrific.
Just for the bants.
Should be absolutely terrific. Who do you want to win and why? And what did you make of last night's game as well? 08717223344.